My neighbor called the police on me because I wouldn't leave my front door open to air condition her apartment. You cannot make this stuff up. I live in a building where we pay for our own utilities. Last week, a massive heatwave hit. I was sitting in my living room, enjoying my AC, when there was a frantic banging on my door. It was Brenda, the woman from apartment 401 across the hall. She was flushed, sweating, and looked furious. When I opened the door, she didn't even say hello. She just demanded, "You need to keep your door wide open and set your AC to 60 degrees. My apartment is hot, and the cold air will flow into my place." I stared at her, thinking it was a joke. I tried to explain basic physics that heat exchange doesn't work like that, and keeping my door open would just make my electricity bill skyrocket without cooling her place down at all. I told her, "Brenda, AC units are cheap. You can get one installed tomorrow." Her response: she screamed, "Do you think I'm made of money? I'm pregnant. If my baby overheats, I will sue you for attempted murder." She then tried to push her way into my apartment. I blocked her and slammed the door. That's when the war started. First, she spent 3 hours trying to guess the code to my electronic lock. Every time she failed, the tamper alarm would shriek for 10 minutes straight. The entire building was complaining in the group chat, but she wouldn't stop. Then came the police. 2 officers showed up at my door at midnight. Brenda had called 911 claiming I was holding her hostage and torturing a pregnant woman. When I opened the door and the cool air hit them, Brenda jumped out from behind the cops screaming, "See? She's hoarding all the cold air. Arrest her." The officers were baffled. They explained to her that hoarding cold air isn't a crime, but filing a false police report is. They warned her to leave me alone, but Brenda didn't stop. She started dumping her trash outside my door first. It was just bags. Then, it was rotting food and soup, turning my entryway into a biohazard zone. The smell was seeping into my apartment. She would sit by her open window, laughing, telling me she'd jump and blame me if I called the cops again. I realized logic wouldn't work. I needed the nuclear option. My company was sending me on a 2-week business trip. Before I left, I hired a contractor. I didn't just unlock my door. I had them completely remove the front door off its hinges. I cleared out my valuables, set up hidden cameras, and left the AC running. 2 days into my trip, I got a notification on my phone. My security camera showed Brenda waddling out of her apartment. She saw my door was gone, looked around, and smiled this evil, triumphant smile. She walked right into my apartment, sat on my sofa, and started watching my TV, enjoying the AC she felt entitled to. That's when I dialed 911. I told them I was out of town and my security system showed an intruder in my home. The same officers from before responded. Because my door was physically gone, Brenda couldn't hear them coming. They walked in and found her making a sandwich in my kitchen. She tried to argue, but there was no door. She invited me in. The police weren't having it. They arrested her for burglary and trespassing. When I got back, Brenda was out on bail but facing serious charges. The best part? The court ordered her to pay me $2,000 for the damages and cleaning fees. I used that money to upgrade to an even bigger AC unit. Now, every time she walks past my new, reinforced door, she doesn't bang on it, she just sweats.